Welcome to today's video. We are going to be doing a massive deep clean for this house. It is just feeling really grimy. So we are going to start off in my bedroom. I'm going to get all of those things into the wash and just start from there. But every square inch of this house needs to be touched and cleaned and disinfected and all the things. So, okay, we're going to get started. I'm not going to go too much more into this. We're going to start off in my room and then we're just going to keep going through the house. I hope you guys are ready for today's video. If you would, just go ahead and like this video. It helps support my channel. It's completely free. And if you like videos like this, as well as room makeovers and lots of decluttering and organizing, you have come to the right spot. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. So, I hope you're ready for some serious, extreme, massive, ultimate, complete chaos, complete disaster, all of the words, all of the adjectives. I hope you're ready. I think it's adjective, right? I probably need to go back to school. Anyway, I hope you guys are ready for a lot of cleaning. We're going to do an awesome and fun and motivating, upbeat clean with me. I love it when I wake up and I have the motivation and energy to get cleaning done. It makes for a really good day for me because I feel really productive. And it also helps me just kind of like process my thoughts. Cleaning, decluttering, organizing, decorating, anything really in the home is so therapeutic for me. And so I definitely enjoy it, especially on days before we're going to have some big transitions. I would love to clean my home every single day, but usually I do not. Now, I do clean my kitchen on a daily basis. What I usually do is tidy, and there is a difference between the two. Cleaning is really getting in there. It's not just putting things away. Tidying is putting things away. And when you declutter and organize your home, tidying is so much easier to do because everything has a place. You have already done the hard work, if you will, to get the stuff out of there, and what's left are the things that you need. And those things do often get out of place, but if you have a home for all of your items, it can go right back into its place very quickly. Then when you have these systems in place, you are able to tidy your home very, very quickly. You can spend more time on the other things that you want to do. You can also have more time to clean because those are the times where you can really scrub the countertops and the cabinets and maybe clean the microwave, or I like to clean the toe kicks under the cabinet because they get so grimy and messy. That is what I would consider cleaning. So there is a difference between the two, and I want to encourage you guys, when you're watching me or anybody else, take the opportunity when you're tidying to have a box or a bag with you. If there's something that you know you don't need, want, or that does not serve you anymore, no matter what it is, go ahead and put that in the box or the bag and move it out of the house as soon as possible. You don't have to make this huge epic event of decluttering, although those can be really empowering as well. But on a day-to-day basis, if you can just add simple decluttering to your day, just get the things out of your house that you don't need, and what's left are the things that you need and they have a home, then when you tidy on a day-to-day basis, it will go so much quicker and it'll give you more time to do things that you love to do. I'll be there till I'm gone. That was the box I had to start just putting some things in there, just an empty box. And it doesn't have to be this big basket or something that takes up a lot of space. A lot of times I just use shopping bags and throw things in there, put it in the trunk of the car, and then send it off to the donation center when I'm driving around. Now, I have been using this vacuum more so than the cordless because I have mentioned before, when you have a really good corded vacuum, it gets more into the fibers, dirt and everything in the fibers than the corded one, or excuse me, the cordless one. I know we all love our cordless. It is convenient. It is fun, it's all the things, but when you really, really want to invest in a vacuum, I want to encourage you to invest in a corded one, especially one like this. This is the Shark Power Detect. I got it last Christmas, and you can see here, you can literally lift it up off of its little base and you can walk around with it. You can also put the roller brush on it and you can go all the way under your bed and things like that. So this thing here, I have been going to this a lot more frequently. Also, I find it a lot easier to clean, and just because the canister is a lot bigger, and I am always surprised how much it actually gets up. My carpets look refreshed and renewed. The room feels better. It is just all in all a really incredible vacuum. I love my Kirby. We don't use it very often anymore because I always go to this one. In the morning, I like to get up a little before everybody else, and sometimes I'm able to do that. And on those days, I really like to take a moment just for me because the day gets so busy. I also start my day up with Live It Up. Live It Up helps me start my day on the right foot. It supports digestion, supports less bloat, natural energy. It is designed by dietitians and it is made with 20 plus superfoods. It's also made with organic vegetables, contains probiotics, digestive enzymes, all natural, no synthetic vitamins or minerals. So it's something that your body can process, and it is sugar free, caffeine free, gluten free, dairy free, soy free, and nut free. But let me tell you something, it is full of flavor. In this day and age, we need to pay attention to what we are putting in our body. And many of us don't get the essential nutrients. So you can try Live It Up and you can get 20 plus superfoods. Now, I like to have mine first thing in the morning, but my husband likes to take his on the go. And you've got to try their bottle here. It is perfect when you are on the go. Also, I have enjoyed the wild berry flavor. It is really, really good. If you know that you need to get more nutrients in your diet, this is where you should start. You can check out Live It Up with the QR code here on the screen, but also you can get 15% off your first order, free shipping, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Thank you so much, Live It Up, for sponsoring this portion. This was the mirror that was in our bathroom. You know, we got a new mirror, a larger one. This one was just a little too small. So this is going off to my mom and her husband. I just got the brackets from Amazon that have had to come in because we've lost them. And they are really excited. They were actually looking for something like this. So I'm excited to be able to bless them with this mirror. I am really excited to announce that I was asked to be one of the keynote speakers at the Get Organized HQ conference for 2025. I am so excited to be teaming up with amazing, amazing ladies to help just make your life smoother in your home. Do it on the dime, the minimalist mom, clutterbug, and the list goes on with such amazing creative content creators and people who just really are passionate about making your house a home and making it run smoother. We have all come together and given some speeches and ways that we can make life easier for you all. I am going to talk about mental health and how clutter can affect that, and I will have the information in my description box. Make sure to check it out. You will be able to see the link there and you'll be able to sign up to be able to watch all of our sessions. And I'm just really, really excited. I feel so honored and thankful to be able to have this opportunity. So check out that link in my description box. So when do you all like to tidy or clean? Are you somebody that likes to tidy throughout the day, or maybe you like to clean every single day? I have often gotten into routines and I clean a whole bunch the first day and it looks so good. It's a lot easier to maintain. So the following day I go back and I do the same thing, but I find myself not spending as much time as I did on the day before, and then I got really bored. So when I was able to differentiate between tidying and cleaning, it helped me kind of wrap my mind around what I really needed to do and to set times and days on when I could do those deep cleanings. But like I had mentioned, I'm very much a tidy person, but deep cleaning, I like to do that on the weekend. What about you guys? Now, some people like to wake up on a Saturday and just get to it. Some people do Sundays, but I'm curious what you guys like to do. And are you someone who stays at home? Are you a homemaker? Or are you a stay-at-home mom? Are you working? Tell me what you guys are doing. I love to connect with you and know where you're at in this season of life. The mirror that I have on the wall now, I love it. It is great. However, we do need to put a box in there. So if you do order any of these mirrors that I've showed you, they are so good, really, really good. But be prepared that if you don't have an outlet behind the mirror, you are going to have some cords. I don't think it would be a huge expense to be able to put a box in there, kind of like what you do when you hide cords with TVs on the wall. Chris knows how to do that, so I don't know what that expense would be, but just know that if you are going to purchase one of these mirrors. I've really pared down what I use in my home to clean with. So when it comes to the toilets, I just use um, the Clorox wipes. I wipe everything down, and then I do use the Clorox toilet wand to do the toilets. For the countertops, I will usually use the Branch Basics, which you can buy the concentrate and make multiple bottles, or I'll use the Dawn Spray Wash depending on what is on the countertops. When I had granite cleaner, I would use that. I don't use a lot of anything else like with harsh chemicals. We do have a septic tank, so I have to be mindful, but I try to limit the harmful chemicals when I can. Now, you will see that I'll have to use some mold armor for our bathroom. That is somewhere that is constantly needing to be sprayed. We need to pull all of the caulk out of there and redo it. But again, that is just going to be held off until we redo the bathroom, and we need to do the boys' bathroom upstairs as well. when my kids were little, I would take them with me and clean houses. I've cleaned my whole life. If you've been here for a while, you know that. But that is one of the tips that I always used. Whatever cloth you've got, especially if you've just done the mirrors or windows, you go ahead and take that and wipe everything down. It makes everything shine so much. So it's already there. You might as well use it. I think we all have tasks in the home that we dread. For me, it is the laundry. I don't love it, and there's always laundry somewhere. So it is also the one task that when I do it, I feel so proud of myself. So when I'm able to tackle it, stay on top of it, it is just this. I just feel really proud of myself. So it's something that I try to stay on top of because in retrospect, if I don't, then I start feeling really bad and the negative self-talk comes in. So find that task that you dread doing and do it first. That way you can just kind of sit back, pat yourself on the back and say you did it.
Ooh, when did I get so blind? I didn't see this coming. Ooh, I should have heard faith calling, trying to pull me out. But how do I get out?
When I was looking for items to decorate the living room shelves with, I went to Hobby Lobby and I found this picture and I loved it. The almost beading, it's actually not beading, I say rope effect of the frame is so beautiful. I had baskets here, but they kept falling down. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to use something else and I'm going to get it more secure and I'm going to really bring this space in. I had 3 baskets here from Target, but truthfully only one child ever used them. The rest were just a waste. So I'm putting this picture here. I am going to put the cutest little kitty cat key holder, which I thought was the cutest thing I've ever seen, and try to make this space look really cohesive. This is a basket that has been sitting right here at the front door, and I have just been throwing things in there throughout the week to get rid of. Today I'm going to put it in a bag and get it out of the house. This was one of my favorite baskets. I've had it for so many years, but unfortunately the cats destroyed it, so it has got to go. Going to the gym isn't always feasible for some of us, and I will say you need to be moving your body every single day, if at all possible. I know that's not always easy, but cleaning your house, tidying your home, anything like that is so incredibly beneficial. It gets your body moving, you're still at home, it doesn't cost a thing, and you'll be surprised how much of a workout it really is. That's why early on I would have my face fully done and cute little workout clothes, but I clean, and when I clean, I sweat. I get down in the crevices. This is not a super glamorous type of cleaning. There are days where I am in the mood to do that, but on most days when I am determined to get a lot done, I'm going to put on probably the most comfortable clothes I can, throw my hair up, and be absolutely no makeup. So I know that I see a lot of creators on here completely full glam. And you know what? I am here for it. I love it, to each his own. But you're not going to get that every time over here with me, just because that is not realistic for me. Like I said, some days maybe, but for the most part, no, not so much. So just wanted to throw that out there. I sometimes I just get up and I just get moving, and then I'll turn the camera on. And then when I go back and I edit these videos, I'm like, girl, you should have put something better on. But the reality is why? Why? I'm going to be spraying mold armor. I'm going to be folding a million loads of laundry. I'm going to be pulling things out of the sink. You know what I mean? So I'm just, if you feel like you need to just keep up with this standard of this typical homemaker, and I'm doing air quotes, there, that's not real. The best type of homemaker is the one that feels accomplished each day. And if you feel like your home is in order and you feel proud of yourself, it doesn't matter what you look like, it doesn't matter how much money you have. That, at the end of the day, is what matters. So I just want to keep things in perspective. Social media is an amazing thing, but it can also be incredibly harmful because we end up comparing ourselves, even subconsciously, comparing ourselves, our homes, our kids, our spouses, our routines, everything, to people on the internet. And you really don't know what these people are putting out there. It could be all a show. It could all be a big old show. And I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, when you're here, you're not going to get that. You're going to get exactly how it is. Um, I hope that I hope that translates through the screen. I hope you guys know that when you're here, because I truly appreciate you guys. And also, more so than anything, I want you guys to know that keeping a home is attainable. You can do it. You are in control of that space, and it's not always easy. I know that. You don't have to have your dream home, dream life, dream anything to just get your space in order. And I'm telling you, it is the first step in making you feel better about yourself. Just as I was mentioning the corded vacuum, it is actually still plugged in my room. And I saw this and I just picked it up and started using it. That is why you really want to have the things that you need and use near you, because you won't even thinking about it. You think about it and you'll just pick it up and move. So I just thought that was interesting after I just ranted and raved about how amazing my corded vacuum is and how it's the best way to vacuum your home. Now I'm using my cordless one. So it goes to show you, just keep the things you need around you. Here is one of those tasks that I usually won't do because it looks bigger than it really is. So it'll cause more frustration to me than how long it takes me to just do it. So I came in here, I tackled it. It took less than 2 minutes to just get it tidy, clear off the top. That way, when we come back in here to work, it's like a nice space to sit down. I can't work with a lot of clutter around me, but it just goes to show you, like, sometimes these tasks look bigger than they really are. But if you just start doing it, you'll realize it is done in no time.
I don't know where she came from. Kinda turned me upside down. I just don't know what to do. I wanna spend the night at hers and bring her one of my t-shirts so it smells like her perfume. Now I really get what the love songs are talking about, and I just wanna tell her how I feel, scream it out loud. Have you ever been in love? Have you ever lost your head? Have you felt like you were out of breath when you saw her in that dress? When your heart is beating fast and you're sweating and you can't stop looking at her smile, then you've been in love. That's how you know you've been in love. There's something about the way she laughs and the way she always
Back in, I think it
dances
was
when she
April,
thinks nobody
my
sees.
in-laws came over. I think I had mentioned this in a previous video, but I was in the process of cleaning all of these cabinets out. I had everything pulled out and put on the island, especially this medicine cabinet. And then Chris said, "Hey, my mom and dad are coming over." I'm like, "Wait, what?" So I just threw it back in the cabinet. He's like, "It doesn't matter. Just finish it. Don't worry about it." I'm like, "No, no, no. I don't want the mess. It's fine. I'll just do it tomorrow." Spoiler alert, I never did it. We're about to be in September and I've never done it. And every time I open this medicine cabinet, which is a daily basis, I think all you got to do is just do it. And then I close it because in my mind, I'm like, well, I have to film it and I got to do this and I want to do it when no one's here so I don't get interrupted and I can stay focused. But that's just the way it goes. So if I would have just knocked it out, it would have already been done and out of my mind. But now it's just another thing to do. It's just another little task that I need to add. I am going to do a huge, huge, huge declutter and organize in this kitchen because we just added another set of cabinets. So I want to rearrange some things in here. So definitely plan on doing that in September because now that I have some free time during the day, I can see me completing it. But I just thought that was really funny. I That happens to me all the time where I'm like, okay, I'll just do it later. And then later comes and goes, and then months go by, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then when I do finally tackle it, I'm like, just like I just mentioned, I'm like, oh my gosh, why did I wait so long? So let me know in the comments below if you've had anything like that happen, and what is it that you have right now that you've been putting off? Because I want to encourage you while you're watching this video. Also have a huge playlist of cleaning and organizing and decluttering. And if you want to tackle that, I would love it if on that video, whether it's this one or another one, say, hey, I'm tackling that thing I didn't want to do. I would love to see that comment because I'm here for you. I've got over 600 videos to accompany you on getting your life and your home in order. And I'm so thankful that we can do this together. So put on one of those videos, go to the playlist, put the video on, and comment what that task is that you've been holding off on doing, and then let me know. I would love to meet you right where you're at and be there with you while you can get it done.
I feel like I've been here before, familiar with the view. This ain't nothing new. And every time that you walk through the door, I'm hit by the same old side, blinded by the lights, and I'm going through changes, but it's easier with you. I'm going through changes, and so are you. I live for the moments when you're around me. I know you've got secrets, but I can't keep on. And we're fading in and out together. The fuse
Did you all see the
won't
video where we
burn.
did the living room makeover? I am still in love with the way it turned out. It makes this area feel so complete, and that's exactly what I was looking for. Before I had this set up, I just felt like everything was just out of place and mismatched, and it really just felt just cluttered to me with having things around. So having this up, this has been in my mind for a very long time, and I am so happy to have this. If you have been with me since the very, very beginning, I think 2018, let me know in the comments below if you remember the very first house that I started my YouTube channel in. That had a whole entertainment center as well that our carpenter friend actually built for us. So this is a little bit different, but kind of the same. And it just feels right. And when I decorate and do anything in my house, it's a feeling for me. And when I step back and I take a look at it and it gives me this sense of peace, then I know that I've done exactly what I've needed to do. And this room gives me that. It feels good. I enjoy coming out here in the morning and I just love it. So I will have that video at the end of this video, like in the cards that you can click on, as well as I have the thumbnails on the screen so that way you can check it out. But I really, really love how it turned out. It was part one and part two. The part one is where we get everything started and then we do the built-ins, and then the part two is finishing up and decorating and finishing all of the living room add-ins, if you will. So check those videos out. I would love for you to just watch it. It just is a huge, huge transformation, and I love it so much. Chris did an amazing job, and I am so thankful for his willingness to be able to make this little dream of mine come true.
Unreal, so unreal. Do you like it better when the ocean's warm? Do you like it better when you see the sun? Do you like it better when the sky is blue? I know I do. In a summer state of mind, we've been wasted all the time. In a summer state of mind, in a summer state of mind. Hands, put 'em in the sky, yeah, raise your hands. We ain't got no worries, only plans to make everybody dance, 'cause we can. Do you like it better when the ocean's warm? Do you like it better when you see the sun? Do you like it better when the sky is blue? I know I do. In a summer state of mind, we've been wasted all the time. In a summer state of mind, in a summer state of mind. Oh, 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 do you like it better when the ocean's warm? Do you like it better when you see the sun? Do you like it better when the sky is blue? I know I do. In a summer state of mind, we've been wasted all the time. In a summer state of mind, in a summer state of mind. Oh, oh, oh,
Sorry, baby. I said bugs will come in if we don't shut the garage door. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, let's see how many steps Mama's got in. Let's see. $5,000 steps so far. Got 5,000 to go. Girl, at this point, I do not care. Let me just finish. Let me finish what I've got to do. And you can watch a little phone or a little show on my tablet. You know where it's at? Next to my bed. All charged up. Yes, it is. By this point, I was really running on just steam. I really, really was. So when she asked me for the tablet, I was like, go for it because I just wanted to finish. I had in my mind, I had like a checklist and I had more things that I needed to do. I was not done. I really do not like her on my phone or the tablet, but it happens. But I will say that I notice immediately when she gets off, there's a difference there. She just, I feel like she is less able to regulate herself. I mean, she's a toddler. They can't really regulate anyways, but when they have a phone or a tablet in their face, this is just my own experience, it's a lot harder. So, I was desperate at this point. I'm like, I got to do something. Chris is outside mowing the yard. We have over 2 acres, and with it raining almost every day here in Florida, during the summertime, we have to mow. You really need to mow like every 4 to 5 days. If you wait a seven, it is crazy. We actually had to get a thatcher because it was just getting so thick out there, and we were just mowing um every week, 7 days, but we just now you got to do like 4 to 5 days. So he's out there doing that. I love to mow, by the way. I think it is one of my favorite things ever. Emma doesn't like it when I mow, and we can kind of hold her off a bit. But if she finds out that I'm out there, she will run out that door, y'all, so fast, run down the hill screaming. And then I will usually let her ride with me. I'm super duper careful because I'm very, very like, oof, I don't know. I just get like these intrusive thoughts. So I'm like beyond careful with her. But yeah, I love to mow. I try to do it now when she goes to school. By the time I do this voiceover, Emma has now been in school 1 full week and she did very, very well. I just want to report the first day. Um, I got that up and got her ready, and she was just as happy as she could be. She went in there. I was expecting tears, no tears from her. I walked out and my nose started burning. My eyes were watering. Chris, I could tell, was getting a little emotional. We get in the car and I'm trying to talk, but I'm trying to talk through the tears. And then his eyes are watering. And you know how it is, ladies. Like when you see your spouse or your partner cry, it's just different. It's just different. And so he held it together and we got home and I'm kind of like doing things around the house. He's sitting there and he just lets it go. He is just beside himself. And he was like, I want you to listen to this song. And now, and I said, listen, bud, I've been grieving this moment since I was in labor with her. And as ridiculous as that sounds, I knew she was my last. I knew that I was holding off a lot of these emotions with the other kids because I just said, well, it's going to be okay. One day I'll get to do it again too. But everything's been final with her and it hits different. And I have enjoyed her so much. I talk about that all the time. But when you know it's your last, it just hits different. Even if you want it to be your last, even if you are at peace with being done, like I'm at peace. But I have enjoyed this season of life so much of being a mom and carrying these kids and all the first that when you know there won't be those types of firsts anymore, it is hard. It's really, really hard. It's something I had to deal with, and I have been thinking about it and grieving it for a super long time. So I cried. He cried a lot more, and we're doing okay though. He had another moment today. He said where he got emotional. She's been doing pretty good. She goes in there. She was sad the second day, but by the third day, she knew what was coming, and of course, she wanted to stay home, but she did it. And I rewarded her for being very brave. And I explained to her sometimes we can feel scared, but that doesn't mean we're not safe. And in this environment right now, you're safe. And I always let my kids know if you need to tell me anything, I'm here. No matter what anyone tells you, if you feel uncomfortable or unsafe, you let me know. And she loves her teacher, she loves her friends, and she's just thriving. So I wanted to give that little report because when I started this video, I was talking about all the emotions, but now that I am doing this voiceover and going to post this, it'll be a week later, and she's doing so incredibly well. She needs this socialization. She is a social butterfly, and so this is so good for her.
Makes me feel this way. Don't know what you do. Hold my hand. Could you hold my hand? Look me in the eye. swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. Promise you won't leave my side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love. Tell me what you wanna do. I'll do anything. As long as I can be here with you, everything.
This is just another reminder that you can do a quick declutter and organize just to make a space fit for now. There's more that I want to do in here, but it was just so messy and so disorganized that I knew I had to tackle it while Emma takes a bath. That's usually when I come in here and tackle this area. It got way, way out of hand this summer. So I just took out some things that I know I didn't need, took out some things that I know I didn't want, and cleaned up what I had. Listen, just pulling all your towels out and your sheets and folding them nicely and placing them in there really nicely really makes a huge difference. I'm telling you. I don't know why kids don't put things back properly, but it doesn't matter because it's getting taken care of. Now I need to switch Emma's bed over to a twin. So I've saved one pair of sheets for that twin bed. I saved two crib sheets until that happens, and then I will just minimize everything else in here. I need to move some things upstairs for sure because that has a lot of space, and the overflow just happens to be in here, but I just need to move some things upstairs, and that'll definitely clear out some area in here. This is another spot in the house that has to get redone, so I hope that we can kind of extend this and expand this linen closet a little bit, but it just depends on what's on the other side. In the garage, I would like to make a little laundry room. That would be so, so awesome. But we shall see. For now, we're just going to make do with what we've got. I do need to paint in here. I need to do a lot, but at this very second, I am going to fix the hamper here. I got this from TJ Maxx, and the fabric, the canvas fabric, always falls off on these things. I don't know if you experienced that. So my trick is to take your hot glue gun. I've got Gorilla glue sticks in there, and it holds on beautifully. No more falling in and just making it a mess. So highly recommend, if you have any of these canvas liners, just glue them down. It makes it stay right where it needs to.
I always let you back in when I begin to get myself together again. You are back once more, like everything's the same. I tried to build my walls up, but you're taking them down. It's tearing me apart, I can't pretend. Now I have to get over you again. You said it was the last time, but you keep coming back to show me. Sorry you have changed now, but it's the same old story. Our love just went cold, but I'm still burning. Our love just went cold. Why? I keep on making the same mistake. I always let you back in when I begin to get myself together again. You are back once more, like everything's the same. I tried to build my walls up,
using the Tinico. I believe this is the S6 Stretch Floor Cleaner, and I love it still to this day. Still love it. Love it, love it, love it. That's all I gotta say. I did get a new floor vacuum mop, and I love that as well. I can't wait to share that one with you, but between this and my robot vacuum, our floors are staying pretty darn clean, and that makes me very happy. But this little gadget here, this just brings me so much joy. I like to use it at least once a week, but we do run the robot vacuum almost every night, and that is so nice to be able to wake up to clean floors, especially when you have as many animals and kids as we do. I love being able to clean at night. It's very peaceful. I can work through my thoughts, but being able to wake up in the morning to a clean house is just as amazing. So if you guys can get any sort of cleaning routine, I highly recommend an evening one. Reset your home every single night. You don't have to clean the floors, but you can do a good tidy. But make sure you clean that kitchen and wipe off the counters. That's a non-negotiable. But then tidy the rest of the house, and waking up to that, it makes your day better. You've got to trust me, a good nighttime routine is just life-changing, truthfully. It is for me at least, because when I come out here in the morning, I am not trying to see dishes and socks and blankets and pillows all over the place. That is not for me. So want to recommend that. I want to also thank you all so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a long one, but I love spending time with you guys, and I hope today's video brought you some motivation and encouragement, most of all. And more than anything, I hope it made you feel like you were not alone, and that you knew that you were loved. Because when you're here, you're family, and I'm just so incredibly thankful for you. I'll never stop telling you that. So thank you guys. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, friends. So I actually filmed this yesterday, and Chris took them to the trampoline park. I was kind of sad that I didn't get to go, but I forgot that I needed to film a video for today, so I just stayed behind, and it's fine because we do so much together. And I was able to clean, which was really nice, because you guys know cleaning is therapeutic for me. It is so just, oh my goodness, it's so good for my mind. But this room definitely needed it. Now, one thing about my boys, I have one that's super, super tidy, and the other one not so much. And that can be really hard for those two. One of them always puts their things away, folds their clothes, makes their beds. And the other one, he's like, I just don't care. I just don't care. It's just not something I care. Why make my bed if I have to get back in it? Why fold my clothes if I have to just wear them? And I'm trying to teach him that makes total sense. I understand that logic, but it's about discipline. So I have been trying to really enforce the discipline of following through with these types of tasks. And that's why it is so important to make your bed every day. It really does start our day off on the right foot. So some of the clothes up here were the ones that needed to be hung up. I told him, if you don't want to fold, that's fine. I know folding can be very tedious, but you could at least hang your clothes up. So I am trying to work with him and kind of meet him where he's at. That's what it's like when you have kids with different interests. And if you guys have any tips for kids who are just a little naturally on the messy side, but you've been able to get them to stay with a nice routine and stay disciplined with making their bed and keeping their room clean, I would love to know your suggestions and your comments, because it will help the community. I think many of us are in the same boat. So please let me know in the comments below. But I'm going to take this little bin here. I noticed that there were some Capri Sun packages and some candy packages, which is a big no-no. No food, no drinks are allowed in bedrooms. And for this exact reason, I don't want them sitting around. So going to clean all of this out, and I am being ruthless with what I'm getting rid of. I'm not going to have any emotional attachment. I'm not going to think about what if one day. Today, we are tackling it and we are just getting it out. And I've had this mindset recently. Now, I go through phases where like I get rid of a ton of stuff. You know that I love to declutter. But lately, it's been like almost next level with getting things out of here. I'm not holding on to one day. And that feels so freeing. I have gotten so much out of the house. I don't even know where this stuff comes from, but it's there and we're working through it. Have you guys ever moved and you put everything in a box, and then before the moving truck comes and you're getting ready to actually like load everything up, you're like, where did all of this junk come from? And you just start throwing things in boxes. That's how it is sometimes when I'm decluttering. I'm like, where did all of this stuff come from? But I am not in their rooms all the time and they accumulate their own things. So I'm just going to come in here and minimize it as much as possible. Like I had said, one child really cannot handle extra, and that's totally fine. He gets distracted and he just struggles. It's just all there is to it. And that's what I've come to realize about his quote unquote messiness. He can't handle too much. So, toys on the bed, blankets on the bed, lots of pillows, clothes to put away, things on the floor, decor on the wall. That's too much. That's visually stimulating for him. And I've learned if I can keep the room pretty basic and minimal, that he does a lot better with keeping on top of his items. So, that is one little trick I can share with you all. I will also be vacuuming in here, and I mean, even getting the baseboards, the top of the baseboards, everything. It never ceases to amaze me how dusty it gets. And this is something I'm going to have to do a better job on, is getting them to dust in here more frequently. I think I'm going to just choose every Saturday morning for them to come in here and do a quick wipe down. That way it doesn't accumulate, because I just can't believe it. How this house gets so incredibly dusty. I think I need to put an air purifier in here as well. I think that will definitely cut down on some of that dust. But my son, one of them was talking about putting, like, he likes his shoes, like his Jordans and stuff, and he wants to hang them up on the wall. And I'm like, that's totally fine. I'm like, but you need to be aware that more stuff that you put on the wall and more things you have, little knickknacks you have out, that's all going to just accumulate so much dust. Not saying the dust isn't already in the air, but it just, in my opinion, makes the room feel closed in and messier. That's just my opinion. Now, I wish that I could separate these two boys, but my oldest son, who is 20, still lives in the house. I know some may frown upon that, but I have my door open to my children. When you go out, I will support you in like love and kindness, not financially. And I will encourage you and I'll do all the things, but my door is always open just in case you need anything. That's the type of parent I am. And also, this day and age, I don't feel like many can just get out and move out on their own. It is too expensive. The economy is just wild. I've looked at rent prices and it is as much as a mortgage, which just blows my mind. So I remember the first place we ever moved in. Now, mind you, it was low income housing. It was $275 a month. Yes, $275. Again, it was low income, but woo, could you imagine paying that? Then when we moved to a subsidized apartment, it was 790. It was 790, and it was a nice apartment. And then when I moved to just a regular old type of villa, that was $9.95. So, like, it keeps going up, but even for a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, really nice villa, 9.95. That's pretty darn good in my opinion. I don't know anywhere that you could pay 9.95 for a nice place like that.
Oh na na na, oh na na na, oh yeah. Eh, Oh, you know we were meant for this magic. We're living in the moment, feeling ecstatic. And if the night gets cold, let's turn up the heat, yeah. With every beat we feel, the night could be surreal. Could be surreal. When the beat drops down low, let it pull you in real close. Are you down for it? Tell me, are you down for it, boy? And when the lights get low, let the shadows steal the show. Are you down for it? Tell me, are you down for it, boy? I'm ready for the thrill, yeah. No holding back, it's real, babe. If we lose our way and shine through the shadows, I'm ready for the thrill, yeah. No holding back, it's real, babe. If we lose our way and shine through the shadows.
When I'm making beds, this is when I always miss the beddies. I don't know if you guys have ever tried them. They are definitely more on the expensive side. Um, I was able to get some because I worked with them, but they are great. My kids did not like them, so obviously we don't have them anymore. But when it comes to making bunk beds or making beds quickly, beddies are the way to go. So I'm always reminded when I'm in here making the beds. I washed Josiah's sheets. That's the bottom bed earlier the week, so I didn't have to worry about that today. And I'll be washing Noah's this particular day, so they will not get back on the bed today. That's okay. I was able to give him something else to sleep on, but I wanted to give them a nice, good, fresh set of sheets. Noah has trouble sleeping sometimes, and he was mentioning his bed being uncomfortable. And I told him, I'm like, you have too much stuff on your bed, but I'm going to clean your sheets. I'm going to get everything nice and cozy. I'm going to get you some new sheets. They want some like bamboo sheets, the real soft ones. And hopefully that will help him sleep more easily in his room.
Lose our way and shine through the shadows. I'm ready for the thrill, yeah. No holding back, it's real, babe. It's real, babe. If we lose our way and shine through the shadows.
I'm going to dust all of this area, including the back of the TV. That is a spot that holds on to a lot of dust. So when you're cleaning, don't forget to pull that entertainment center out, pull whatever is below, get behind there. If you can get behind the TV, it really does make such a huge difference with how much dust gets back into the air. Our appliances are constantly producing so much heat, and I don't know for sure if there's like a mechanism back there to kind of cool them down. All I know is whenever I look behind computers or TVs or anything like that, I am just blown away with how much dust is there. So don't forget that little area when you're in your cleaning mode because it will make the room feel so good and fresh and clean, all the things. I tried to show that as best as I could. That is Aunt Fanny's carpet freshener. It is free of all your harmful ingredients that you will usually get in those carpet fresheners, and it smells so good, like a nice soft lemon, and it stays on the roof for a pretty good amount of time. I let it sit on there for about 15 minutes and then I'll come in here with my corded vacuum and just get it all up. But it really does freshen the carpets, and that way I don't have to worry about breathing everything in afterwards or if it's harmful for animals. So check it out. You can get it at Thrive Market. Look on Amazon. I think I got mine from Amazon, but I know Thrive Market sells it and I think the Grove sells it, but there you go. I know some of us have memberships there, so it might be cheaper there. So just look in those spots for it. As I was cleaning everything, it kept getting clogged, and that's because there was a lot of things on the floor that I didn't see, like gum wrappers. At one point, I cleared out an eraser. I was pretty shook. That's all I can say with the amount of stuff that was coming up. But luckily, this vacuum helps get things out quick. Not helps, but allows you to get things out very easily. So, right there at the base of the hose and to where the brush roller starts, you can actually pull off the back and pull anything that's clogged right out. And I love that. I've never had to use it before, but man, that is really helpful. 'Cause sometimes when you use the stick vacuums, it is so hard to clean those out when something gets stuck in there. So this made it really easy, and you'll see I'm gonna basically break this down two other ways. So obviously I'm using it in the normal way here. And you can actually get under furniture and make it really lightweight or go on stairs with this. So I will take off the canister and just use the attachment and work around the room with the baseboards and the doors and things like that. And then I will just attach the hose to the floor brush and then be able to get under all the furniture. That is one thing I love about this vacuum. Yes, it's got a cord, it's a little heavier, it's a little bulkier, but your clean is a lot better and you can do everything that you need to do without worrying about limited battery with this vacuum. So I will try to put a permanent link in my description box. I'm not the greatest with links, so if you want one, let me know. I got it from Shark back in Christmas. I know it's about, I think, $150 off now. This vacuum will replace every vacuum you have, and I mean that seriously. It's that good. I wanted to ask you all if you have started your fall decorating. I know here on YouTube, people get started literally at the end of the July, sometimes even before. And I know that can really just cause an uproar in some. I'm a firm believer you do what you got to do. It's your life, your home, whatever brings you joy. I have not started decorating yet. I mean, I added a few pieces. I got some florals during the summer. And so I went ahead and put those in a vase to see how I liked it, but I haven't done everything yet. My garage was such a mess that the thought of bringing the fall bins down just overwhelmed me. But actually, on Sunday, I cleaned out the garage quite a bit. I have a lot more to do, but I cleaned it out a lot. And then took the Easter items, and Chris put those in the attic, and he brought down the fall items. Our garage has just been a mess. That's all I can say. I've been working on a video for months, and I'm not exaggerating, literally months, because I completely stopped, I think back in May, and now I'm just getting back on Sunday. So I have a lot to do, but I saw some of the items that I have and I'm looking forward to it. I planned on decorating today, but I think I'm actually going to do it Thursday and that will be next week's video. So I'm excited because my decorating is very different these days. It's cozy, but minimal. Well, I shouldn't say minimal. It's cozy, but not cluttered. I am trying to use some unique types of fall decor instead of just like your standard, hello fall type of stuff and bright pumpkins and plaid and stuff, which I really love all of that. I just learned I just overwhelms me too soon. So I just am going for some subtle touches, but I'm excited to decorate that entertainment center. I think it's going to be really beautiful. I do want to go find some more pumpkins, but I'm going to use everything I have so far and then see how it plays out. It probably will take me a couple of days. So Thursday is my goal. That's what I'm planning on doing. Let me know. Would you want me to add any sort of recipe in that? I could do some pumpkin cream cheese muffins. I could do, one year I made this amazing layered pumpkin pudding. It was so good. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I could add that. Let me know if you guys are interested in like a recipe or something because I love to cook. I love to bake and I don't always add it to my videos, but if you guys would like to see something like that, just let me know in the comments below.
You only call me on the weekends when you're out and about, only chasing highs. You need me. He brings me flowers on a Tuesday. He gives me good loving, something that I never thought existed. I know what I need, ain't gonna lie. I know what I want, speaking my mind now. The queen needs a king to be by her side. On my mind's loving's on my mind. He can do me better, he can do me better. On my mind's everything I like. He can do me better.
As I had mentioned, I was getting rid of stuff on Sunday, and when I'm telling you I'm going through stuff and just ruthlessly getting rid of it, I'm not even kidding. That little tray was one of the things that was sitting out there to be donated because I could not find a spot for it in my home, and I have tried multiple different times. I'm like, you know what? Gotta go. But I am so glad I came up here and cleaned because now this is the perfect little spot for their room, and I feel like it came out so, so good. Still gonna add sheets to Noah's bed, but it's still looking pretty
I know you
good.
cannot give me. I know what I need, ain't gonna lie. I know what I want, speaking my mind now. A queen needs a king to be by her side. On my mind's loving's on my mind. He can do me better, he can do me better. On my mind's everything I like. He can do me better, he can do me better than you. You love me better than you do, yeah, you.
It is time to do their bathroom. And I have done this bathroom multiple times and it needs it once again. So I'm just going to put a little disclaimer out there, a couple actually. One, my kids do not care that I film and show this. I've asked them and they could care less. I'm just letting you know. They could care less. They want me to come in here and deep clean it. And they've even said, Mom, like, isn't it your job? I'm like, boy, but so I just want to put that out there. Secondly, I will be showing some areas where I'm cleaning the toilet, I have seen comments in the past like, "Please let us know before you do that. We don't wanna see that." Completely get it. So I will put up a little warning before I do, like, toilet and stuff like that, just to give you, and let you know when you can fast forward. So you don't have to leave the video, but I'll put a timestamp there so you know when to skip ahead and not have to worry about seeing that. Also, on YouTube, you can tap the screen and it'll skip ahead, I think, 10 seconds. So if there's an ad you don't want to see, listen, it doesn't phase me one bit. I would rather you skip through an ad or skip through something you don't want to see or increase the playback speed. I don't know if you know you can do that as well instead of going off the video. That would mean a lot to me. But yeah, you can do all of that stuff and it's really easy. But I just do that and don't hop off the video. I don't care if y'all watch my sponsored content. I have to do sponsored content. It's the way I provide for my family. And I just want to thank you all for those who hang out with me and are, happy for me and give me grace and just like support me during that. I just want to throw that out there. Like, I will never not be so eternally appreciative. Again, I have to do sponsored content because that's just the way it goes these days right now here on YouTube. And I'm so truly thankful for the opportunity to. I'm not even going to pretend like I'm not. I'm so thankful I can stay home with my kids and be there for my kids and work at home and do something I genuinely love to do. And that's because of you. And I'll never forget that. I've been doing this over 8 years and I will never forget that it's because of you watching that enables me to make a living at home, to provide for my family, because we have to have 2 incomes in our home. That's just the way it goes, but also to allow me to be available for my family. So I just really want to take a moment and say thank you. I will never, ever, ever forget why I'm here and because of you. So I just wanted to say that. And I love you all so much. I've enjoyed getting to know you. I see the regular commenters. And if I don't respond to your comments right away, please forgive me. Sometimes I get busy with other things, but I do read them. And I'm going to do a better job of getting back to it, especially with the kids being at school. I can kind of focus on this a little bit more, but I love seeing y'all's comments. I love seeing you guys connect with each other. And I'm so incredibly thankful for each and every one of you. But I wanted to give those little disclaimers and then just that moment of gratitude because I just love you all so much.
I really wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life, but I never really put up a fight, didn't follow my dreams, and now I'm losing sleep. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. Just listen to me as I say
Just some good old-fashioned Dawn dish soap will work wonders, and that's what I'm using. I'm scrubbing everything with a sponge here. This just happens to be a Scrub Daddy sponge. I really like them. And scrubbing it all down, I pulled the hair out of the sink. You really want to do that, especially if you have long hair, your kids have long hair every so often. It doesn't take any time at all. Rinse it off. That'll help prevent clogs and odors. And just get in there with some soap and do your thing. I did spray some, is it called Kaboom? I regretted it. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think that stuff works. I'm actually going to throw it away. I'm using it because I bought it because I was certain it was just going to make everything, my cleaning so much easier. And I do not love it. I don't think it's that great. I hate to say that. I'm sure it works for other places, but I don't find that it's worth keeping, I guess is what I should say. Soap, water. Now, I will say mold armor if you've got a mold issue like we do in the grout here. Um, some paste, some good old like a pasty. I like the pink stuff, but that's really what you need is some serious energy and some elbow grease. That's what you need to get through a deep cleaning like this.
I fell for you. Nothing has been quite the same since I fell for you. I can't recognize myself. I watch your stories, I like it. We could be close before the night ends. So into you. My heart is racing, I can't help myself. You never look my way, I'm stuck in this headspace. I've been daydreaming, gave up on sleeping, feeling like I'm high on fever, you know I'm building castles in the sky, always dreaming, still out of reach, but in my mind I see us clearly, you and I, building castles in the sky, holding on. Maybe I should let you go. Something about you feel like home, stuck in my head like a favorite song. Can't fight it. I just sit
Nothing is safe with me at this point. I'm getting everything out of here that has been sitting in here. I will mention that sometimes when I declutter, I will leave things and then kind of make a mental note like, okay, I'm going to leave this. If I don't use it until, in the time that it's here, until I declutter again, then it needs to go. And that's what I did. There was a lot of stuff back here that I was just holding on to. But I remember the last time I was in here, I made that little commitment to myself that I was going to let it go if it didn't get used. So that's what is happening. And I was surprised with how much actually came out of here. Also surprised how many empty bottles there were. I don't know why they leave them in here, but hopefully with it cleaner that they will do a better job of throwing those types of things away. But man, I cleaned this area out so good and wiped it down. This bathroom really needs to get completely gutted very soon. So when I show you certain things in the bathroom, you'll see areas where definitely need some attention. We just gotta save up a little bit of money so that we can do that. But that's definitely on the list of to-dos. I don't think it'll happen this year. I thought it was, but maybe next year. Here is a tip that I often forget, but I remember today, so I wanted to share it with you all. When you're cleaning a bathroom, wipe everything down with a wet paper towel first. I don't know about you, but when I'm scrubbing everything, I feel like I'm constantly grabbing long hairs, even short hairs, but just hairs, and it gets intertwined with the scrub or the mop. So if you just wipe everything down real quick, grab all of those hair, or before you even start doing anything, vacuum in here. It will really save a lot of the frustration and a lot of the hassle. I went ahead and started cleaning, and the floors were a little bit wet, so I didn't want to vacuum. So I used a paper towel, but vacuuming would be just as awesome as well. Now I'm going to take this toilet seat off. It comes off so easily. And then I made this little it has this little, spray bottle here. It is pine sol and water, and I'm spraying everything, and I'm gonna let it sit on here for a little while and come back. Obviously, with the magic of editing, you won't see all of that, but just know that it sits on here and does its thing, and then I will come back in here and start wiping everything down once again. So when I clean, I don't mess around, and I've already sprayed everything down with the disinfectant. So coming in here with my bare hands doesn't faze me. Again, already been disinfected, and I know that might freak some people out. It doesn't bother me. Honestly, I don't get grossed out by many things, and cleaning around a toilet doesn't even faze me one bit. Been doing it my whole life, so it's just what it is, and everybody's got a toilet, and everybody knows what they do on there. So I don't care. I come in here and clean it up. I'm going to wipe everything down. You saw me spray it with the Pine Sol. I also sprayed all of the toilet with the Pine Sol, even though I've cleaned it with a wand. And I'm going to take a paper towel and wipe all that down. This is completely disinfected. Also did the floor and the base of the toilet. And then I will put the toilet seat back on. I got this toilet seat from Lowe's. It is just a regular old toilet seat, but I love that you can just pull it right off and clean all of the parts. Now, to get under the bolts that are actually on the toilet, you would have to unscrew that on the bottom, and I have before, but it is a pain. So for today, we are just going to do what we can do. The pink stuff did an amazing job just cutting through any of the grime that was on here. It was pretty easy to get up. It just needed to be scrubbed away. And I did use the same paste on the wall tiles as well. Now, I did not clean every part of the grout. I knew after I was going to do this, I was going to spray the mold armor and let it do its job. But That is really, really potent. So I want to do everything I can possibly do. Also clean the bathroom thoroughly, and then I will spray the mold armor, turn the fan on, and leave for a while before I come back in here and make sure it's all good to go.
You're tall as the ocean, so full of emotion. You're tall as you're tall as the ocean, and I can't touch the floor. So full of emotion, I can't keep anymore. Are we out of time? Will we be swallowed whole? Don't give up on us now. I can feel you there, where I once had you all alone. In the back of my mind, I'm under your spell, I can't get out. My heart falls 5 feet low, and I'm still here. I'm freezing cold, but I will wait. I hold my breath till I turn blue. 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 You're tall as the ocean, so full of emotion. You're tall as the ocean, so full of emotion.
This linen closet does not get used the way it should, and the other closets are just busting at the seams. So I wanted to take this opportunity to first get all of the cleaning supplies that I need for upstairs and keep them up here. I had a little set, but I needed to add some more and take some away. And then I wanted to declutter this closet real quick because I want to start bringing some of the overflow up here because they need it. And Emma's closet, which is the downstairs closet, linen closet, it is just, there's no more room at all. Now, I mentioned wanting to get rid of some of the cleaning supplies like the Kaboom. I will actually go upstairs and do that. I went ahead and put it in here now. But this is fully stocked for whenever they need to clean it or I need to come back up here and clean it. This dresser is sitting up here because it actually needs to go into Emma's room, but I'm not ready to do that. She needs to get her toddler bed put down. I need to redo that entire room, but she is a very sentimental girl and she's going to get very, very emotional. So I'm just trying to figure out how to work all of that and make it exciting. I'm letting her pick colors, but my girl, she even cries that the crib isn't still together sometimes. So she loves that, and I just want to take it easy and make it a slow process. But that dresser needs to go downstairs. And then I'm bringing some towels up here for them and just getting rid of any of the blankets that we no longer need because I'm going to make a huge donation haul this week. So I threw one basket over to wash for tomorrow. I'm going to take the rest of the stuff downstairs. This here is the donation pile, and I'm going to put it in a bag and get ready to send that off. I've got another bag from months ago that was sitting in the garage that's ready to go. The girls took everything that I took out of the garage Sunday, actually took it with them, and so to save me a trip, which was really nice. But they're actually going to resell whatever may have a value. I told them to go ahead and do that. One of them is between a job, so whatever I can do to help, that is awesome. So they're going to take care of that. I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to make a run to the place this week and clear out my car, clear out the driveway, clear out this landing area. So it felt really good to just minimize the stuff that we have. I've been ruthless with getting rid of stuff more and more, and it's all a journey. Decluttering is a journey. So if you come here and you're like, you always are decluttering, you are right. It is a journey, and I probably always will be decluttering, but I can still be your cleaning, decluttering, and organizing bestie. And I like to decorate, and we can do this together. So when you are in the mood, I am here. I've got over 600 videos for you to watch to meet you where you're at whenever you need motivation or encouragement, because when you're here, you're family, and I'm just so thankful for you. So make sure you like this video. It helps support my channel, and I'd love for you to consider hitting that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. I've got some fall decorating coming and some room makeovers, lots more cleaning, decluttering, and organizing. So I love you all so much, and thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you, and don't ever forget, you are loved, you are not alone, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye, friends. To share, this whole box is the fall items that I'm not going to use. So I've packed it all up. It is ready to go. I'm going to go put it in the trunk of my car, and then we're going to move on to this little space here. Yeah, I got to clean this out. This, it has been just a huge catch-all once again. The minimum mom talks about time will tell. Oh my gosh, I just stepped on a lizard. Yikes. Tell me that didn't just happen. That did in fact just happen. Oh my gosh. So I've got a lot of stuff in here just thrown. And you know what? No one's touched it. That's the stuff from Eden when she had the kittens. And so we haven't touched it ever since June. So we're gonna come in here, I'm gonna pull everything out, and I'm gonna get another box, and I'm gonna fill it up, because no one has desired to come in here at all for anything. Only things that are gonna stay are obviously the instruments, because Chris needs them, the paint, and then maybe some of these bins, but the rest of this stuff, it is out of here. But this definitely is gonna be decluttered and organized today. Here are the fall items that I'm going to keep. I'm not using this year, but I want it. Halloween. Yeah, I'll keep that. What's in here? I'll keep that. I can condense these two. Emptied all of those bins out. That is what we're gonna do. I'm going to clean everything out and get a fresh start. That's what I like to do. Pull it all out. Make sure you have space to do that, because it is really hard to declutter and organize when you are in the midst of it. Does that make sense? So if you can bring everything out, that's awesome. And then you can get in there and kind of gauge how much valuable real estate you really have and what can fit in this spot. Our goal is to basically obviously clean it out, but also to make sure we maximize what we have to the best of our ability. And especially with the closet, it gets cluttered really quick because it's out of sight, out of mind. So this is your opportunity to go in there and really hone in on what you need and what's going to stay, and then what the closet can actually hold without getting too crowded.
We had a good run, don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one.
Okay, so I have this really nice organizer, rolling organizer I got from Amazon. And I had all of her art stuff on here, but the truth of the matter is she just doesn't play with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and let it go. She's in the living room playing with some of the other stuff. That's the thing, once a lot of this comes out, it'll remind her that she's got it, and I'll be able to gauge what she gravitates to. But this is completely empty now. These here, I'm gonna keep these because when there's like art projects, these are really good. But the rest of the stuff is gonna go.
It's for the best, and you know why. You gotta leave me here tonight before we make this even worse. It's gonna hurt even more than this does. We gave it up, we had its time to say bye, baby, bye. I'll be
Here are some school supplies. One thing I have learned about school supplies and being a mom for as long as I have been is they will give you a list, and ideally you will get everything on that list. And then after you spend $200 and you send everything to school, you will realize that for some classrooms, they don't even use everything, or it gets put in a huge collection bin for just anyone and everyone. I have no issue with that at all. But when you have this many children, it's a lot of money. So what I do now is I buy the bare minimum. I send them to school with it on the first day, and then I let the teachers know if they need anything, my children or the class needs anything, to contact me and I will provide it. But I don't want to buy just a whole bunch of unnecessary stuff. Especially when at the end of the year, I feel like a huge amount of it comes back in their backpacks. That's what I do. And truthfully, I haven't gone wrong since. The teachers know that I can be the first one on their list if they need snacks or dry erase markers or anything. They know they can contact me. Some of the stuff I'm going to keep because they'll need, this is a compass. A compass. They'll need this stuff. I'll keep this in a little bit. Actually, what I think I'm going to do is keep one. Oh, this is this one. One composition book. One college ruled spiral. I don't need any of these folders. And some paper. So I'm going to keep these things right here. The rest can go. I've been holding on to these for almost 3 years. So I did a quick clean out. I had these under the stairs. These are, I got these a long time ago, and I wanted to put all the games in it. But some of the games are just too, some of the pieces are too thick. So I ended up using these. I love these. You can get them off Amazon. Super durable. I mean, these are fantastic. And I just put them all right here. But, and because these are harder to store, let me put you up here, sorry. Because these are harder to store, I decided to take some of the flatter games and go ahead and put them in here. Let me show you. So we've got Yahtzee, the Chameleon, and then this is a part of a Monopoly, like digital Monopoly game. And this is great. It's hard, it can slide right in here, which is awesome. And again, if I can find usage for these, because these are good, these are durable, I'm not quite ready to let these go. I can find a home for these. These are so much easier to store. Completely flat compared to that. So I really wanted to organize some of Emma's stuff in here too. I probably will try to do that. But for now, I am just going to try to get as much in there as possible. This is our game area. So we've got, let's see here. Let me see if Othello will go. I don't know if it will. It's too wide. Okay. So that's a no. That's a no. Operation is a no. That's a no as well. Jumanji's a no as well. So it can't work for everything. That's fine. So we're just going to keep that just like that. I didn't grow up playing a lot of games. Chris did though. So he likes to play games with the kids. I tried. I get really nervous to play games, to be honest with you, just because I didn't learn and I just get nervous. So it's silly, but hello, ma'am. Hold on, let me close this, okay?
Do you want me to be your mom?
You can be my mom.
Okay. Hey, sweetie, you can't go out without me.
Okay.
I have to be doing this stuff.
Oh, can you be doing this stuff?
Yeah. So you go do your stuff. Go do your stuff, sweetie.
Okay, well let me put the multiplication stuff in this bin right here, okay?
Well, I'm the one who's doing it.
Okay, you work on that, Miss Mom. I purchased this actually off of TikTok Shop. Genius. It is a multiplication popper. Really good. I haven't made like a TikTok for it or anything because I got it from my kids. Oops. And then like a little pie graph thing.
Will you take my hand, or will you let me go? Is this my last stand?
Here are the extra school supplies. I think I'm gonna put the paper right here. And maybe this right here. See how this works. Actually quite great. Beautiful. I could put this here and see how this goes. Still works really, really well. I was able to get all of the extra school supplies in here.
I need you now, more than ever. You are my northern light, you shine through the night. The sun could go down, it don't matter. I need you now. I need you now, more than ever.
This is her gymnast, or her little balance beam that we got her for Christmas. It's one of those things that we play with like on a rainy day. Not quite ready to get rid of that. And then this right here, I'm going to put her blow up gymnastics mat. It's actually out right now, so I'll put it there when it's time. But I've had these bins for ages. And this is why I hold on to certain bins, because A, they can stack, they don't take up much space, and I will always find a use for them at some point. So I'm very selective when it comes to the things that I save, and these are definitely something that are good to keep on hand. I'm going to start going through all of her coloring books. She accumulates a lot. She goes through phases where all she wants to do is color or play with slime. So right now we are not in the coloring book phase. You can see that she has a lot of Bluey coloring books. I had gotten her one and then I didn't even think about it. I got her another one for Christmas and then my mom had gotten her one as well. So I'm going to get rid of the ones that have been, used a lot, keep the one that is practically new. And then I'm going to just clean out everything else in here. I'm very, very selective and being mindful of what we keep because this bin is not that big. So when you have an item that you can organize with, try your best not to get a bigger item. Let that be the standard or the way to measure what you've got. Does that make sense? So if you get a bin to throw all your cords in, for example, and the cords end up not fitting in there, then maybe it's time to go through it a little bit more. Now, of course, there's sometimes you're going to have to choose something larger, but for something like her coloring books, I think that this is a really good way of measuring the stuff that she should keep and should let go of. If that makes any sort of sense, I hope it does. That is a way that I can kind of keep things confined, especially when you kind of live your life in autopilot and there's a lot going on, like most of us have. It is really important to kind of have these little gauges, if you will, set up so you're not just accumulating a ton of stuff. If I'm going to keep getting coloring books after coloring books and they don't fit in this container, I know that I'm buying too much. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Sometimes in my mind it makes perfect sense, but I don't always articulate it the best possible way. So I wanted to clean up the living room a little bit and then just fluff the pillows and just do some basic tidying. Emma has a little set that I got her where she can clean with me, and I'm actually using it to dust off the couch because the dogs will get on here sometimes in the morning and their paws will be wet and they'll get sandy. I have tried to keep the dogs off the couch, but I don't do great. Ruby for sure can stay off of it, but Hazel still pops up here every so often. So gonna just wipe it down real quick. I really need to give it a good deep wash with some soap and water, but that'll just have to be on another day. You can see my kitchen is pretty much a disaster, but I'm not going to tackle it today. I'm just doing the kitchen. I'm going to finish up the organizing and then move on. So I'm going to now vacuum the floor. I have really enjoyed this rug. This was one of the ones that we got from Lowe's, and it is an indoor-outdoor rug. However, it feels like an indoor rug, and you should be able to just spray it off. I haven't done it yet, but it really does repel stains really, really, really well. I have been very impressed, and I think it's beautiful. So this is highly, highly recommend. Sometimes I will get products and I'm excited about it and I think they're great, and then I'll have them for a couple months or a year or whatever, and then it might not work out. So if that ever happens, I just want to let you guys know. I will tell you, because I think it's important that we are very honest about the things that we share with you all. Okay, I know I gave you an overview, but I kind of want to talk about what I did. So first things first, let's turn on the light. Ta-da! Okay, so I like to work through this with you guys because if you're going through cleaning and decluttering as well, or decluttering and organizing, it helps having a friend to kind of bounce ideas off of, be like, why did she do what she did? Maybe that'll work for my space. So I just like being able to discuss this with you guys because we can kind of work on it together. So the idea, obviously you saw the way it looked. It just needed to be cleared out. It just needed to be fresh, and we needed to be able to utilize this space better. So I put my markers up here. I put these here because I don't want the kids in them. And then there's slime. If you know, you know. I do allow my kids to have slime, but it's only allowed in certain places in the house. And then this is some really fun stuff that I got off the TikTok shop. And then a little game that won't fit anywhere else. Right here is her Play-Doh. This is a really big bin. I got that from TJ Maxx and I love it. It has a little organizer on top and then the rest you can just put your stuff in. She's got another bin over there with her markers and coloring books that I went through. Hi, Mom. Hi, Moms. Hi. You guys probably do not want to hear me have weird talk to my cats. Here comes my girls. There's my girls. Okay. Okay, so I have these here. Got these from Walmart. I bought these for actually in the cabinets in the living room for the entertainment center, but decided to bring it here. My thought was cleaning supplies because I'm trying to clean out the garage. The less out there, the better. But I'm not sure. I'm kind of on the fence. So I've left them empty. One for sure will be for like school papers and books, you know, that kind of get left behind or things that got signed. I was thinking about the other one being for lunch boxes, but they go straight to the kitchen. So I actually might use this one for cleaning. I could put it up here as well to get it away from the kids. But I just wanted these here because I know I want to use it for something. And then I've had this here since the last time we did under the stairs in this closet. Put it back here because their backpacks are just hanging out everywhere. That's Emma's backpack. She doesn't want to use it just yet, so I've got it there just when it's time. I am thinking about, I saw the Minimal Mom use this really cool wall shoe organizer. I think I want to put that here because right now we have them in a basket. And I'll show you that in a minute. So heading over this way. Oh, she's about to do what she's got to do. Obviously the litter box. Paint really needs to stay inside. If you guys want to use paint and save paint, it needs to be inside. Don't leave it in your garage. There are some cans back there that I could probably get rid of, but there's a lot in there, so I'm not going to just yet. However, when we do like go to the dump, I'll do a run through here because you know you can't throw paint just anywhere. I've got his trumpets back there, and then obviously the litter. This is what I was talking about, her gymnastics mat. It's a blow-up mat, and it fits perfectly in here. These are her balance beams, and then Chris's 2 guitars. Come on, Miss Lila. Come on, Miss Lila. Okay. Yes. I had thought about using this area for the cleaning, all the cleaning stuff, but I just don't know yet. But we have an outlet here that we could use for, you know, the vacuums and stuff, like to charge them. That's ultimately has always been the goal, but we shall see. And then the cat door here. Right now it's propped up with tape because I don't know why it will not. It's not acting right. So, okay. Baskets here. You know I love my baskets. I've got the blankets here. Shoes here. Let me explain why I would like to put the shoes under the stairs. This right here. This reason right here. I'm not mad because cats are cats and you can't get mad for cats having natural instincts. They like to scratch this up. Eden doesn't really as much, but Lila does. I'm glad she's not getting my furniture. So I'm gonna leave it here because it works. Yes, I have a scratching post for her, but they love this. This is the only thing they scratch in this house other than the scratching post. So my idea was to maybe put this whole thing under the stairs and let them scratch there, or find somewhere else to put this so it's not out for everyone to see, and then put the shoes hanging up. I love that idea. Here is everything that is going to going to donation. More of the items. Emma has gone through this box multiple times, and this is, if you have kids, let me just give you a little tip. When you're decluttering and your kids want everything, that's natural. Let them play with it, okay? Because when it's been, you know, stored away and they see it for the first time, when it comes out, it's new. Let them play with it. See how long they play with it. See what gets left out again. See what they gravitate towards. So I brought all of this in here knowing good and well she is absolutely gonna pull it out. And she did. She pulled out almost every single thing. By the time I was ready to bring things back in when I put her to bed that night, this, she pulled it out, didn't even open it. This, she started to doodle on it. She went to something else. This, she brought some stuff out, never even followed through playing with it. Same with the coloring books, okay? Same with this type of stuff. She brought it out, and then she was distracted and decided to go elsewhere. Now, there are some things that she got out and she played with. For example, this she played with for a while. This she played with not for as long, so I may let this one go. Her water art. She only brought out a couple and then she didn't play with them. I'll be taking these and putting them somewhere. I actually might put those in the car because these are so good. First off, these are great to store behind the seats in those little pouches, but this is great entertainment in the car because it's not messy. You don't have markers everywhere, so pro tip. I also cleaned this area. I want to show you what it looks like. So I've got the games like I had mentioned. The ones that didn't fit, there they are. Then I have the ones that did fit in the pouches right there. These are all the small miscellaneous games and yo-yos, extra dice, things like that. Puzzles, and then larger games down there. And a little hideout for Miss Lila. On the other side, this is kind of more my side, more of office side. So I do have some Play-Doh there for her. That there is open because I think I'm going to see if I can get the printer to go in there. I have all of the school supplies, multiplication, extra like doodling stuff and drawing kits here. I do want to label this. I have her markers there. This is my shipping stuff because I like to sell on Mercari and Facebook Marketplace and like that. So I have all of my packing in there. Printer paper. This is laminating stuff. Here's the laminator. And this is just extra file folders and whatnot. This is my planner. And here are her markers and colors and stuff like that. So, hi. Oh, another lizard. These cats love lizards. So, and we live in Florida, so there are a plethora of lizards for these cats to get. So yeah, also another pro parent tip. I love this brand. Love, 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 love. Let me show you how cool this one is. This is the mermaid one for girls. They have so many different types. They have a lot of for boys, girls, neutral. These are nice scented Play-Dohs. I mean, such good quality. They have little stamps. So when I tell you this is something that keeps your kids busy for ages, no joke. So it comes in a little container. I love things that come in containers so I can just organize it and put it away. Right, ma'am? Right, Miss Ma'am? Yeah? So I wanted to share all that with you, laundry, for today. Got back from the gym. I went ahead and joined the gym again because my Lord, I needed it. I was trying to exercise here and it does work. I love that strong rower. It is so good. But when my kids, especially the youngest, sees me in here, it doesn't matter what I'm doing. You already know. Blessing, love it, wouldn't change it for the world, but can't do the things I need to do on there. So went ahead and joined the gym and really, really glad I did that. Feeling really motivated. So I walked this morning and came home, did some things. Now I've got some laundry and I did clean up over on the desk a little bit, but I didn't share it because I was shredding like old checks and like some personal information and I didn't even want to worry about it. So I did that off camera and I need to do another. I told Chris I want to go through the books over here because we have a lot of things I think it's time to get rid of. But I've mentioned before, books are his thing. I don't get involved in that. Everybody has to have their thing. There doesn't have to be a rhyme or reason. Everyone deserves their thing. I love to decorate. This is my home. Nobody else cares about decorating, but it is their home, so I try to be very respectful to their stuff. So books, I leave it for him to deal with and mess with, but I did ask him if we could go through it because I feel like we're not optimizing the space that we have to the fullest. So he was like, yes, we can do that. So maybe I'll do that on another video. I am the type of person when I clean, I declutter.
it's a part of it. Like if I'm gonna clean and put some silverware away and I see something that's not supposed to be there, I'm gonna get rid of it. And that might just spark the motivation to kind of go through the kitchen. I don't film those things all the time. When you clean, you should be decluttering and organizing as well. When you really work that decluttering muscle, you'll notice how much faster it happens and almost autopilot mindless it happens. And that's what you want. You don't want decluttering or cleaning or organizing to feel like a weight, a burden, or something I have to do. You want to get to the point where you enjoy it, you like the way you feel afterwards, and it makes your life easier, but also something that you can do just effortlessly almost, you know? So that's where I'm at with it, but I do like to stop and film when I'm going to do a big project. What's so silly about that closet, I've been looking at that closet since Eden had those kittens, and I thought, I need to get to it. And I was so, just the thought of it was like, I don't think I can do it. I can't do it. Y'all, I did it. It took me maybe an hour fully. I actually stopped and went and did other things with my day, and then came back the next day and vacuumed and did whatever. Like, I can't even believe that I held off for months for a project that took really less than an hour. Like, that's amazing. So if I can give you an encouragement right now, if you've got a project that's just weighing on you, that's in your mind, you're like, I gotta do this closet, I gotta do this drawer, I gotta do this space, just do it. And I bet you it's not that big. It's not as big as you think. Maybe some are, but a lot of them aren't as big. But the more they sit into our minds, the bigger they get and the more overwhelming they are. We just have to start. We just have to do them. Come here. So that's my encouragement to you all. Find a project, just one project. Doesn't matter where it's at, how big or small, and just tackle it, because you deserve to have a life that you love, and you deserve to have a life that brings you joy and peace. Your home, it should bring you joy. It should make you feel relaxed and comfortable. It should make you feel a place of tranquility. If it doesn't, it's time to take a step back and think, like, is it the people in my house? Is it the stuff in my house? What can you do to make your home a place that you want to be? Take a moment and think about that. And sometimes we can't control the people in our house all the time, but you can control the space. It is really, I think it is so good for us, especially when we feel like we're in a world where we don't have a lot of control. Get into your home, clean it, declutter it, and organizing it. It does bring back a sense of control and peace in our lives. I know it does for me, at least. So, and I would assume if you're watching this video, you're searching for that, you're needing that, you're wanting to be encouraged or motivated to do that. And that is why I'm here. And I hope that we can do this together. So I have over 600 videos to accompany you on anything that you want to do. So whether you're cleaning and decluttering with me or you're just sitting back and watching, I hope that you know that when you're here, you're family, and I love you. And I am so excited and so thankful to be here to just join you on where you're at today. No matter where that is, no matter where your life has been, I am here to join you right now where you're at. Let's do this. Let's make our homes a place that we love to be. So thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I tried to make it very practical but motivating. Again, there's a ton more videos that if you want to watch them. Don't forget, I would love for you to like this video. It is a small free token just to say that you enjoyed the video, but it really does help my channel out a ton, and it just means a lot to me. So if you could do that, I would really love that. And if you like videos like this, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button. It's completely free. Hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when I post videos. If you don't, that's fine. Just subscribe if you feel so inclined to do so. It would mean so much to me. I'm thankful that I'm allowed to be here, to be present with my family and do what I love to do. That's because of you. That's because of you, and I'll never stop saying thank you. So no matter what you're going through today, remember you are not alone. And when you're here, like I said, you are family, and I love you, and you have so much worth and so much value, and you are meant to be here, and you are worthy of big, amazing things. So I love you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, friends.
Moving straight into the room. So I made my coffee. I have been making my coffee more and more at home, and you're probably thinking, yeah, you should be. And you're right. But it's something I have been sticking to, and I'm really paying attention to the things that I'm putting in my body. And I know I had a little bit of sweetener there, but overall, I know the ingredients, so I feel really good about that decision. Also, you save a ton of money. Moving right along, I'm gonna make my bed. The sheets are actually already clean, and I'm gonna just get it tidy and made up looking nice. I actually just purchased this quilt for myself. It is a Quince quilt, and I am so impressed with the quality. It is probably the best I have ever had, and I don't mean that. There's like no exaggeration there. It is the best I ever had. Trust people when they share things with you, but I've always said this, I will always tell you the truth. Always. You're going to see me advertise a couple of more mop vacs. That doesn't mean the last one wasn't good. It just means someone in my family wants one. And so if there's an opportunity, I'm going to take it. It also shares it with you all. Maybe you're looking for one too. And then I can bless my family with something they wouldn't usually be able to get on their own. So be prepared. I think I have 2 more mop vacs coming. But again, they're gifts. They're gifts for my family. I mean, like, if we were family, wouldn't you want a mop vac? Wouldn't you want me to do the mop work to get a mop vac? Of course. The one I just shared is actually about to go to Isabella. I like to let you guys know because there has to be maybe a little bit of like, why are you doing another mop vac? But I just want to share that because if I share something, I take this very seriously. And I know that there are so many people sharing so many different things that you feel like somebody is always trying to advertise something. And I feel like that too. But I just wanted to share that because I wanted you to know where I'm coming from. And I think it's kind of cool that I can do things for my family like that. I know they definitely appreciate it. I've been able to do room makeovers and do mattresses and beds and mop vacs and vacuums. And I'm just really excited to be able to do that for my family and friends. Get yourself a trash bag, get yourself a box. So if there's anything that you want to donate, you've got a box. Anything you need to throw in the trash, it's right here. That way you're not having to go in and out so much. And it's also really good to have another empty basket for the things that aren't supposed to be in here. You can put in the basket, and then when you go to that room to clean it, you can put the stuff away. I'm going to start going through all of my clothes now. Do you remember the last video where I did my entire closet? I felt so proud of myself because it really did make a world of difference. I put a ton of clothes, especially the ones that were out of season. I put them on the very top shelf. And I saw a comment that said, "Girl, you just have too much clothes." That is not verbatim. And I didn't take any offense by any means by that comment. Just want to say, if that was you, I didn't take any offense. But it actually helped me look at it one more time with a different set of eyes. You know what I mean? And so I went in there and I'm like, oh gosh, maybe I do have too many clothes. Like let's evaluate this again. And I did. And I went in there and there were some things that I had kept, just kind of like time will tell things that I don't wear often. I got it. I think I may wear it one day. I like it. I'm not ready to get rid of it, but kind of like time stamping it almost. So when I read that comment, I went back in there. I went in with a new set of eyes. I had the items there that I kind of time stamped in my mind. And I'm like, you know what? I do think I could get rid of more. I absolutely do. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm just getting rid of the things that I don't wear. I haven't worn it. I want to wear them, but I don't. Some things I keep because maybe one day. Some things I keep because I spent money on it, but I decided to just let it go and not have any emotion attached to it. And I have to like set myself up. I have to say, okay, we're going to do this. Do not feel guilty. Do not feel bad at yourself. Don't feel bad about yourself. Don't come down on yourself. Just have some compassion and we'll just learn for the next time. So that's what I did. And here are the items that I was able to pull out. This is quite a few things. And I felt really good letting this go. I wouldn't even allow myself to give it much thought. So if you need to go through some of your items, just prep yourself and don't allow yourself to get into any emotional tug of war with the items you're trying to let go. Put them in a box, put it by the door, or put it in the back of your car right away so you don't have to see it time and time again. And that will definitely help you, but it is definitely an emotional process. So, you know, you gotta have to give yourself a little bit of grace during it. I also wanted to come into this drawer here because I've got a lot of workout clothes, some that I really would love to wear and some that I'd never do. So I'm doing the same process right here. Here are the cats. I call them the girl gang. We have Ruby, Hazel, Lila, and Airy, which is Drew's cat, and Eden. And we have a lot of pets. I don't generally want to have this many pets, but it is what it is. And they're all meant to be here. And I love them so much. Lila, it has been so much fun. I have a friend that I will probably be getting a Maine Coon from shortly. And yeah, then that will complete. I told Chris, I'm like, then we will be done having kitties. That'll be it. It'll be like completing our family. And he was on board because since Jules has passed, there's been a gaping hole in our heart. And if you've lost an animal, you know what I'm talking about. There's just nothing in the world like it. I don't grieve humans like this. Now, I, I just haven't yet. That's all I can say. And Eden has filled my heart up so much, but I do still really long to get my Maine Coon back. So we'll never have her again, but I definitely still want to adopt one in the future. So funny that I'm talking about this and then having to take on my inhaler. Here is a sandhill crane that Chris got me, and I love it so much. Moving to the bathroom, just going to clean off the countertop real quick and just start getting this whole area, this whole area tidy. So I started going back to the gym and it has been really, really great. I kind of fell off the wagon, if you will, and I I had forgotten how good just walking is for me. I can totally walk around the neighborhood, but the hills are so beautiful but so steep, and it can be kind of torturous. It really can. So I like being able to go to the gym. Chris also got a membership. We just, we just don't snap back and burn fat the way we used to. So we're just having to make some changes. I've given up gluten 100% again. I did give up dairy for a while, went back to that. I need to do it again. It's just so hard. My biggest thing is butter, honestly. I don't drink milk. I don't even drink it in my coffee. It's just the butter. The butter's so yummy. Um, but that's something I have to work on because as I get older, I can see the inflammation all around me, and I have to just take care of that. Inflammation is a precursor for so many things. And you guys know I've been on my journey this past year trying to get my hormones in order and just trying to get everything figured out because my anxiety started going through the roof. I started getting panicked. It was just awful. But I did actually get some blood work done, and I learned so much about what's going on in my body. I also learned I'm only like technically, I think it said my age, my real age is like 24 or something. So I was like, okay. So I guess when you look at the cellular whatever, it says that I'm 24. So I'll take it. I'll take it. I definitely feel that way. It's one of the hardest things about aging is feeling a certain way and then looking in the mirror and not seeing the same person. Tell me if you know what I'm talking about. Aging is absolutely a blessing and I'm thankful for it. I would just like to do it gracefully. I use Function because it is a platform that gives you full access to the kind of data that usually you won't see. If you're not feeling well, you go to the doctor and you get your blood work done, but you don't always see the tests that they are running. With Function, you can actually test over 100 biomarkers from your heart, hormones, toxins, inflammation, and even your stress. I was really curious about the inflammation in my body because I just felt achy. I just didn't feel right many days. So I wanted to just get that checked out. I was able to get in and get my blood work done, and then I was basically on my journey of just wanting to see how everything came back, and it was kind of like cracking the code on what's truly going on with my body. One thing about Function, it is backed by the top health leaders like Dr. Mark Hyman, Dr. Andrew Huberman, and Dr. Jeremy London. Those are names that I trust, and I knew that this would be the first step into getting everything aligned in my body. Your lab tests are fast and convenient, and there are over 2,000 locations across the US, and it's only $499 a year. That's $1.37 per day for cutting edge health insights, where you actually know what's going on with your body from the inside out. Thank you so much to Function for sponsoring this portion. And here is the code LYNWHITE100 for the first 1,000 that sign up. You will get a $100 credit from your test. No clean is complete until you get the good vacuum out and really get the carpet and the floors and try to get as close to the baseboards as you possibly can. I don't know if you know this, but dirt and grime hide right there by the baseboards, and that can actually harbor a lot of odor. So if you can pull out the attachment, that's really good too. This vacuum's super powerful, so what I'll do is just pull out the attachment and be able to run it all along the baseboards as well as the feet of the furniture because I'm always surprised how many little crumbs hide in that area. So I'm also going to be using the mop vac for the entire house as well. This took me all day, literally all day, and I got over, I think it was, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was well over 3 hours of footage, which that's really good, really good. But obviously after you edit it, it comes down, and it was about an hour video after I had edited, and I knew that would be too long, so I did break them up into two, but I did the top and bottom floor of the house. And I wish I could say it still looked like as good as it does right here, but that's just life. It's just something you got to keep up with. Also, you have to take a really good look at my bedroom. I will do an overview once the room is completed. I want you to really take a look at it because the next time you see it, it will be totally different. And as I am doing this voiceover right now, the room it has completely been finished and is done. I love the way it turned out. I really needed soft and light and serene when we moved into the house. You see the cabinetry right there in the bathroom has that orangish look, which is very common for homes that were built in the 90s. This was a custom home that was built, I believe, at the end of the 90s. And, you know, that was all the rage. They're not really good quality, and the color is way too orange. But the whole house was very orange. The floors looked orange. This bedroom in particular had it looked almost like zebra stripe. I mean, it wasn't. It was just light tones and dark tones and stripes all over the floor. There was about 8 different flooring types throughout the entire house. And it was just a lot. And when you're coming from like a brand new, like a new build that picked everything out, and it was like, it's new, obviously. And it was light and bright. I was really trying to hone into that when we came here. So I made the room a really pretty blue. It's called Lily White and it's beautiful. It has the softest hue of blue and it gave me exactly what I was looking for in this bedroom. Exactly what I wanted. It was soft, it was serene, it was cozy, it was airy, but I was over it. And so I decided to just completely redo it. I did. And I'm excited to share it with you guys. The next video will be part 2 of this one. And then I believe I'll be able to share that one. I think. I pretty much think so. But yeah, I'm excited. I really love the way it came out. I feel like, I mean, of course I've decorated the rooms in this home, but I am getting more and more comfortable with how I like to decorate, and I'm taking more time on this spaces instead of like rushing through it. The bedroom was like a thought process I've had in my mind for almost 6 months, and I'm not kidding. I've been like having little Pinterest pins, and I've been saving pictures and just kind of like formulating the whole thing in my mind. So I'm excited that it's actually come to fruition and is done, and I'm excited to share it with you all. I know I've mentioned this, but this garage has been a work in progress. I still have so much footage all the way from May when I started cleaning this thing out. And then I picked it back up about a couple of weeks ago and I've stopped again. So there's just too much I can't do anything about in here that I get really discouraged. Like I do everything I can do in my area. But then when I started decorating the shelves in the living room, I pulled my stuff out and then I went through it and then I decluttered what I didn't want and then I sent it off to the donation and then I cleaned it back up over there. And then I needed something else, and the bin got left out. But if you saw what this garage looked like, I can't do anything with it. We have a water heater in here. We have a twin bed that needs to go into Emma's room, and then we have all of the just stuff that's not mine. I'm talking about like tools and buckets and fishing rods and oh my gosh, if I could just get like a bulldozer literally and just like shove everything out of this garage, I think I really would. I told Chris I want to order a dumpster, but the reality is I think the stuff that needs to go really isn't dumpster worthy. I don't want to just trash it. That's not what I want to do, but I also don't have time to sell every little thing. So yeah, I've got some things already listed on my Facebook Marketplace that I pulled from the living room and from the bedroom. But yeah, there's just so much. My goodness, there is so much that needs to be done. But for now, I'm just going to focus on inside the house. I'm now going to use the mop vac again to just clean up this whole area. This is the Tenneco S6, I think. It's called the Stretch. I can't remember exactly, but I love it. I still use it very, very often, and it comes in handy so often. It gets the floor pretty clean very quickly. So you don't have to vacuum beforehand. I just do because that means there's less debris in the tank to clean out when I have to clean the water out. And that's one thing you cannot forget with these because the water will get so smelly. You have to clean these out.
Floating somewhere in the sky, and I don't think I'll ever fall. Hold on, don't.
If you guys are enjoying today's video, make sure you like it. That helps out my channel so much. It's just a small little thing that you can do. I'd love for you to consider hitting that subscribe button if you're interested in videos like this every single week.
I don't know anybody quite like you. You can lift me up, and the truth is I'm falling. I'll be there till I'm gone. I don't need anybody.
How often do you give your house a full deep clean, top to bottom, every square inch? Is yours a weekly, monthly, or seasonal type of thing? I will tidy the house every single day. Clean, where I'm pulling the vacuum out and I'm doing, mirrors and things like that. That's probably once a week. But like a deep clean, probably sometimes once a week, sometimes every 2 weeks, depending on what we have going on. Especially since I film it, I sometimes will kind of hold off on certain areas so I can just compile it for a video. Back in the day, when I saw something, I would just tackle it right then and there. But that's the only thing I would say since starting to film these types of videos are things don't get taken care of immediately like they used to, because again, I want to create a video. Now, I don't make or stage things to look worse on a video. I have heard that some people may do that, to each his own, but what you see is what you get. And sometimes I actually don't even film everything because sometimes it's really bad, especially like in a bathroom. There are some things that I just won't put on camera because I don't think everyone needs to see it. But yeah, what you see is what you get here, and sometimes it can be really bad, but I think that's just life.
I'll be there till I'm gone. I'll be there till I'm gone. I don't know anybody quite like you. You can lift me up, and the truth is
These little gadgets here, the mop vac and even the robo vac and things like that, they are so helpful and they are definitely, I would say, a luxury. But when it comes down to true deep cleaning, I really think that you have to get back to the basics, and that is a mop. There's nothing that's going to clean your floor like a mop, and there's nothing that's going to clean it even better than you getting on your hands and knees and scrubbing. I know that when I use these things, it is very convenient and it helps me just get the things off quickly. And then when we use the robot vac in the evenings, that is so great too. It really does clean beautifully. I've used quite a few of them and they're all really, really great. I have some that I kind of lean toward a little more. And if you guys ever want to know what those are, just let me know because I know I've shared quite a few. But those are all maintenance type of gadgets, in my opinion. You really got to have a day where you're going to get in there and get it done. You know, you can wipe your counters every single day, multiple times a day, but you do need to wipe your cabinets. That's probably a once a month type of thing or whenever you can do it. And that goes for your stick vacuums, your cordless. Go ahead and vacuum the house with the cordless, but you need to get a corded vacuum in there once a week at least. And if you got to do it every 2 weeks, you know, but I would say at least bare minimum once a week, you've got to use a corded vacuum. You're just not going to be able to get the suction that you need to get everything out of those carpet fibers and off the floor like you can with a corded vacuum. And then you got to pull out a bucket and a mop. You have to do that because these little gadgets, they really do a great job. But at the end of the day, you will be so surprised how much dirt comes off of your floor even after using them. And is it just me? Is it just a millennial thing? I don't know. But whenever I hear bucket and a mop, I go to that song. You know the song? It's an awful song, but I can't help it. That's just where my mind goes. Okay, am I the only one who's completely decorated for fall and you already want to put it away? Not all of it, but just this right here because I keep taking it off of the table for the kids to do their homework or to eat dinner, and then it just sits on the floor. Goodness, I love my florals. I love my florals. I love them, love them, love them. But it's the one thing when it comes to decorating that I love in the beginning, but starts to like overstimulate me as the month goes by. So I'm going to probably reconfigure a couple of things. I know that after I got some new lamps for my bedroom, which again, I cannot wait to show you, I realized that this little hutch needs, or what is it called? What does it say? Credenza? I don't know. The black little thing here needs new lamps. So I think I'm going to reconfigure this whole little section and then kind of like design and refresh the area with the florals and see what's gonna kind of move around a bit. But that's how my decorating goes. I'll start one way and then I will kind of fiddle with it until it's time to put it away. That's just how I do it. I don't know if you guys are like that too, but I can never leave it alone because I'll sit with it for a while and then I'll realize like, okay, I think it'll be better somewhere else. But that's just how I do it. I can't even believe that I've been seeing Christmas videos pop up. Like what? This girl will not be decorating early for Christmas. I mean, I do have a tree. King of Christmas will send me their trees. I get to pick one out and then they want me to make an Instagram post. So that's great. And that's a blessing because my sister-in-law, whom I usually do her house, is also my best friend. She's been needing a tree. So I was like, what tree do you want? So we picked out a tree. So that'll probably have to go up in November, but that's about it. That's it. And I'm excited. I'm going to ask her if I can come and like decorate her house and film it and stuff. You guys love it when I go over there and do like declutters and makeovers, and I am looking forward to doing many more at her house.
You're a mystery, history to you, but girl is new to me. I wish that I could see it happen naturally, but I never saw it coming, baby. I never guessed that we could get this.
I also feel like I have to say this. When I mention about giving these items to friends and family, I by no means am trying to be like, look at me, I'm such a nice person, look at me. I promise you I'm not. The reason why I have mentioned it is because I myself have seen other people advertise things and I've seen it before or I've seen something similar and I'm like, wait a minute. So did you not like the other thing or is the money better here? Like, hey girl, just tell us the truth. I have had that. So I want to be completely transparent because I don't think there's any gatekeeping that needs to be had here. So that's why I share this that, like, yes, I share a lot of things, but it's not just to get a buck. Yes, I'm blessed. Yes, I have to do sponsorships, but I am so thankful to be able to bless other people in my family and have friends as well. But I just wanted to throw that out there because I by no means am trying to be like, look at me, I'm so helpful. Never, never, never. But I want to just have like open communication and be transparent with you all because I'm just here, trying to post videos and make a living and do what I love. And I'm so thankful I get to do that. And it's because of you. So I like to just have an open line of communication, full transparency, no matter what, with you all, because you guys are like my friends and you are like my family. And I think it's important that we consider each other as such. So that's why I share that. I just wanted to put that out there because I would never want you to think that I'm like, oh, I'm such a nice person. No, it's not like that at all. But girl does love blessing other people. My love language is receiving gifts, but I don't want like extravagant gifts. Like I want like a pastry or like a coffee. Those are the kind of gifts I like. But I also love giving gifts. It's my favorite thing. So I just am thankful I get to do that. So the next video, part 2 of this, will be actually longer than this one. This one came out to 34 minutes. So expect it to be longer and make sure you like this video and subscribe. You can put your notification bell if you want to be notified, or you can just subscribe and it'll get pulled up in your feed. But I'm just excited to share that video with you. That'll be the rest of the house and then upstairs. So thank you all so much for being here. I love you and I appreciate you. And no matter what you're going through, you are not alone. Be kind to yourself and others. And I love, 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 love you. I'll see you in the next one, friends. Bye. Welcome back, my friends, or welcome if you're new. Today we are going to finish up with our massive clean and declutter. So I finished the first part and now it's time to finally get to the second part. I hope you guys are ready for a ton of cleaning motivation, but also decluttering and organizing. So if you remember a couple of videos back, I shared pretty much a whole house clean and declutter, and this is part 2. So I'm going to continue on. Now, real quick, I will have that video at the end of this video. You don't have to watch it in order, but just know if you want to watch the other portion of this house getting done, I'll have that I will have that at the end of this video. So no worries. Also, I will put it in the description box, but we just need to get it done. I've already vacuumed everything and I want to now use this mop vac. I love this thing. This is the Tenneco. I think it's the S6 or S9, the stretch. It goes completely flat under all of your furniture and it's awesome. But at the end of the day, you know what's best? Good old water bucket and a mop. And so that is what I'm going to be pulling out very, very soon because you know what? Nothing cleans like the old-fashioned way. And I think I want to do a video. Let me know if you guys would like that, where it's just like an old-fashioned type of cleaning. Getting in there, using all the elbow grease and old school cleaning methods. Let me know if that's something you would want to watch because I know a lot of people these days have a lot of gadgets and little fun things and tricks, and those are also wonderful. But sometimes, y'all, I just want to put on a soap opera and listen to the washing machine spinning in the background and do laundry and mop the floor with pine salt. And I just want to feel all of the feelings that I felt when I was little and my mom was cleaning the house. However, I don't even know if they have soap operas anymore. Do you guys remember the soap operas? For me, I watched them. I was all about them. Days of Our Lives. And I think there was One Life to Live is another one that I watched. So those were some really good memories. So, so good. I was a 90s kid, 80s, 90s kid, and those were some of my fondest memories. Let me know, what are some of your favorite memories? Let me know in the comments. Do you guys remember the soap operas? You remember having to stay home when you were sick and that's what you had to watch? With a can of chicken noodle soup. And then my grandmother would give us frozen orange juice concentrate and we would eat it straight out of the little tube from the freezer. Oh, so much nostalgia. I love these feelings. So, okay, let's get back into this kitchen. I had a grocery order come in, so I am going to breeze through here, unload all of these groceries, put them away, and keep on cleaning. We are going to deep clean this kitchen.
Just like that.
I still need to do a massive pantry overhaul. You remember we talked about that probably a month or two ago, and I said, once Emma starts going to school, I'm going to get it done. I promise I'm going to get it done in the month of September. And I did not get it done. So I still look at it every single day and think I need to get this done. But it's one of those things that overwhelms me. And I am the first one to say, if you just do it, it'll go faster than, than you realize. I know this. But I'm also human, and sometimes life happens and I just can't seem to get it together. So listen, I know these videos come off like I'm some superwoman, like I've got endless energy, like I've got so much motivation. To be honest with you, there are days where I absolutely feel like I am conquering it all. But more times than not, I'm just forcing myself to get up. And that's the reality. So don't be jaded. Don't think, wow, I wish I had your energy, or wow, I wish I could do what you do. Listen, I force myself. That's just the bottom line. And there are some things that I don't force myself hard enough on, like the pantry. So give yourself some grace. We are all usually just doing the best that we can possibly do. So some days are better than others. All you can do is do your best. And someday your best might not be equal to what somebody else does, but that's okay, because this is your life. And just take it one day at a time. I'm glad that I am here and I can help motivate you. I hope that I can help motivate you, but I don't ever want you to think of yourself lesser than some person online, because we've all got our struggles. And more times than not, I'm just forcing myself to get up here and do it. It doesn't mean I want to, doesn't mean I love it. I'm just making myself do it. So, and that's what discipline is all about. People who work out every day and eat really well, they don't always want to do it, but the discipline comes in and that's when things get done. So just get up, try your best, make your bed, get dressed, pick a project that you want to focus on, because you will feel better once you get it done. We all know we feel better when we keep promises to ourselves to get things done.
When you're touching me, it's hard to leave. It feels so free. It's an awakening. Just don't let go. You make me come alive. Can't help myself tonight. You make me come alive, babe. I can feel control. When you're touching me, it's hard to leave. It feels so free. It's an awakening. Just don't let go. You make me come alive. Can't help myself tonight. You make me come alive. I can feel it. I can feel it. You make me come alive.
You see Lila's little ears over there. She's sitting in the bar stool. She is the sweetest cat. I think I've talked about this with you before. I know I mentioned it on Instagram, but she was the kitty nobody wanted. Look at that sweet girl. Nobody wanted her because she was too busy. She didn't want to be held and she wanted to play. And I just thought that was a great characteristic of a cat personally. But nobody wanted her. And you know what? I'm so glad because she has been the absolute best cat. First off, she's as cute as she can be. But she is so well behaved. When she wants to cuddle, she'll cuddle. When she wants to play, she plays. I love a playful cat personally. She's silly. I mean, she is great. So listen, if you go to adopt a new baby and there's one that might look a little different, might not, be exactly what you want, just take a chance. Take a chance on that sweet baby. Maybe nobody else wanted it because it was meant for just you. You know what I mean? This is something that will bless your life over and over again. And I'm so glad we kept her because she has been better than I ever could have imagined. One thing I did to streamline my laundry, because it's something that is ongoing, is I got towels just for this bathroom. So each bathroom has its own set of towels. So when I'm doing the laundry, I know right off the bat. Because for me, I had all the same towels for all three bathrooms, and it was hard to remember how many needed to go upstairs or my room or the Emma's bathroom. So Emma got, I believe it was four towels for her bathroom. So when it's in the laundry, I know those are hers. The kids, I was able to separate these little stripe type towels for them that goes to them, and then mine are a different type, and it makes laundry so much better. That and getting all white socks, all the same brand, makes life so much easier. Let's chat. So we are at the end of October, and I know back in the olden days, when I started YouTube 8 years ago. Now, side note, I have always been the type to decorate, and I've always been the type that wanted to decorate early. But when it came to Christmas, I always waited until Thanksgiving night. That is how I always did it. I spent Black Friday and that weekend just getting the house ready for Christmas. When I started YouTube, I felt like there was this urgency that I had to hurry up. I wanted to be one of the first ones because when you're creating content, if you're on time, then you're late. That's just how it goes. And it was stressful. And so I noticed that we were putting fall up in August, and we were putting Halloween up in September, and then we were putting Christmas up like Halloween night, and you can forget about, there's no more fall or anything. It's like straight to Christmas. And then for me, I was over it. So I was usually taking it down by the 26th or the 27th. But something shifted in me, and I was talking to Jesse, Jamie, and Cambria. We have a Marco together, and also we have been like collabing with each other. So I just want to throw that out there. If you look at my subscribe button, you may see their profiles there. We're just trying to find ways to support and encourage one another. This used to be a really tight community many moons ago, and it really isn't anymore. And YouTube has changed so much, and not all ways that have been really easy for us creators have been really challenging, really discouraging, but we're some of the few that have stuck by it. There are obviously more, but we have just kind of like come together and try to, love on each other and encourage each other. We also added Carrie Lynn to it too. And I'm trying to see if Amanda wants to do it. And honestly, anybody who does YouTube can do it. It doesn't like you're invited or you're not invited. That's just not how it is. We have just been friends for so long that we just chat about it. But we personally, we are not a type of group that's like, no, you're not invited. Like, you want to come on over. But so if you see the subscribe button, you see extra profiles there. That's what it is, just so you know. We're just trying to love on each other and support each other and trying to encourage one another. So, and it's also a new feature with YouTube, so we wanted to try to use it. So just, a little side note, if you see them there, go ahead and give them a follow. Jesse, Jamie, Jamie's Journey, and then Cambria. So, and then Carrie Lynn. So just throwing that out there, show them some love. But we were talking about it yesterday, and I was like, something shifted in me. I do not want to decorate. Now, mind you, last year, was it last year? Yes, last year, November 2nd to be exact, I had my first panic attack that I've had in a very, very long, long time. And it rocked my world, and it pretty much took over my life until about, well, honestly, it still takes over my life, but it's way better, and it's been much better since about April, May. And so it was such a hard Christmas last year that just the thought of it makes me feel really not good. So they were talking about decorating, and I'm like, something shifted in me. I do not want to do it. I don't want it out. I don't even want to see fall anymore. I have one little ghosty up, one little pumpkin, and I want that to go away. I want my house back to the way it was. I want it minimal. I want it decluttered. I don't want to see anything. And I feel really sad to say that. But then I was giving myself some grace because I had to remind myself I've literally been decorating since I was a tiny child, coloring Garfield Valentine's pictures and Halloween pictures and taping them all over our windows for decor. I was the one who took down the tree. I was the one who decorated the house, and I've been doing it since, and I'm not exaggerating, since like 11 years old, I started doing the tree and stuff. Actually, before that, I take that back, because my aunt had a fake tree, so we were doing it immediately. So I've been doing it for a really, really, really long time, and I don't know, after last year it being so tough and YouTube feeling like I have to hurry, I just feel a little burned out. And so for me, I'm actually, this week, I'm taking everything down so I can get my house back in order. And then I will probably put up Christmas like the weekend after Thanksgiving, but it will be pretty minimal, and it'll be beautiful. It'll be warm. It'll be cozy, but I am not into decorating every square inch of my house anymore. I just can't do it. I can't handle it, and it gets on my nerves very fast. So you know what? I'm just learning to kind of like dance at the beat of my own drum. I am not letting the trends or the culture here on YouTube or what other people are doing to sway me to do anything other than what feels right for me and my home and my soul. But I wanted to ask you guys, when are you guys planning to decorate? What is y'all's plan? Do y'all want to do it early? You're going to do it after Thanksgiving? You're going to do it in December? I'm just curious what everybody else is wanting to do. Remember, this is your home. Don't decorate it for strangers on the internet. They're never going to see it. Do what works for you. Don't go and spend money. Now, the rage this year is Ralph Lauren Christmas. You do not need Ralph Lauren Christmas. If you want Ralph Lauren Christmas, you go and you get yourself some green or red tartan ribbon and you tie it over every little thing in your house. But do not go and buy all new decor, because it will not be Ralph Lauren Christmas next year. It'll be something else. So just find what you love. Stick with it. Your kids are not going to sit back when, our days are coming to an end and think, wow, Mom and Dad really did a great Ralph Lauren Christmas. That really made our Christmas special. No, they're gonna think like we went to see lights, we made cookies, it was warm and fuzzy. We spent time together. They're not gonna think that ribbon, oh, that beautiful ribbon was just tied so beautifully on the lamps. So just keep that in your mind. That's what I'm doing for myself this year. Now, if you want to go all out, life's short, girl, I am with it. Do it. Do your thing. But don't feel, if you're one of those people that feel kind of like swayed to start early, don't. Don't. Just do what works for you.
Feels right when it's wrong. I've stayed here too long, but something brings me back to you. I swear we belong. I'm still hanging on, but something brings me back to you. Back to you. Back to you. Back to you.
If you saw last week's video, you saw how we completely decluttered and deep cleaned this room for a massive makeover. So I will put the thumbnail here on the screen, and that will also be in the description box if you want to check that video out. It was a massive transformation. I think it turned out so good.
Feels right when it's wrong. I've stayed here too long, but something brings me back to you. I swear we belong. I'm still hanging on, but something brings me back to you. 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 Back to you.
There is definitely something so bittersweet about changing your baby's room into a big girl room, but she fell in love with it. She loves it so much, and I am really excited for her. It is completely refreshed. I organized every square inch. I was able to maximize all of the space in here. So I hope you guys do check out that video. It was so good. I honestly, it came out better than I could have ever imagined.
Come to an end. Now I don't know where to begin. Always thought of you as a friend, but you say nothing at all, nothing at all. Never mind the look on my face. Never mind my many mistakes. Must be something more you could say, but you say nothing at all, nothing at all, nothing
The boys have done a really good job of keeping their bathroom pretty clean, so when I had to come up here, it wasn't that bad at all, which was really nice. I am pretty basic when it comes to cleaning the bathrooms. I just wipe everything down with the Clorox wipe, and then I use the Clorox toilet wand for the toilet. Before I get really too deep into the toilet, I will probably use that around the floor and at the base of the toilet, and then I use a wipe to wipe all that up. And then the bathroom looked, or the shower looked fine. I just tried to throw away any of the empty bottles and things like that. And this bathroom was good to go. So just goes to show you, if you can just maintain it on a daily basis, like wipe the toilet seat down or wipe the counter down or the mirror, then it'll prevent you having to get in here and do like some serious deep cleans.
Don't say it won't get. Push the pedal and
My boys like to keep their room pretty dark. That's fine. I like to open up the windows and let the sunlight come in here. And I wanted to make their bed and just get it tidy. I do not mess with Drew's room. He is 20, and I don't mess with Liam's room because they both take care of their own stuff, and Liam is 15. So, and I don't always come in here. I usually do a deep clean, but I just wanted to make it up and make it look really nice. Josiah really cares about having a clean room. Noah, not so much. So this is more so for Josiah, but I still know that Noah, even though he thinks it's pointless, he definitely gets the benefit of it.
how can we tell what the future holds? Get out of your head. Don't say it won't get. Push the pedal and lay back. Take a breath and stay on track. Your past is over your shoulder. Keep moving, you're getting closer. Push the pedal and lay back. Take a breath and stay on track. Your past is over your shoulder. Keep moving, you're getting closer. Push the pedal and lay back. Take a breath and stay on track.
I'm going to quickly run up these stairs and just try to get all of the hair and dirt off of them. I have been thinking about putting a runner up here. Let me know, do you have a runner on your stairs? And if so, does it get really gross? Or do you like it? Would you rather it on? Would you rather it off? I've seen some that you can kind of stick on there that's not like a whole runner. I don't know. I just know that these are so loud and stairs scare me. They do. Um, and I don't know, but they do get so full of dirt and so much dust. So I'm not sure what I want to do yet. But let me know if you guys have them with runners and what you think. I hope you guys enjoyed this part 2. I will have part 1 at the end of this video, and you can also check out the room makeover. I hope you guys enjoy all of those videos, and I would love to spend some more time with you today. I am so thankful that you chose to spend your time with me, and I just thank you and love you all so much. Don't forget, no matter what you're going through, you are not alone, and you are so loved. Go and make this world a better place. I will see you guys soon. Bye.